Hey guys, Cornell Militaru here. I got Laura Carretero on the line right now. She's a model and actress, and she's stationed in Texas. So Laura, just please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Laura Carretero, and I live in San Antonio, Texas, and I've been a model most of my life, and I'm an actress as well. I've been doing a couple of independent films, short and feature films, and things are looking up for me right now. I've been working on a project in the summer, and I really can't give out too much detail, but I know that it's something really big, and hopefully it will definitely lift my career a little bit more as far as my acting is concerned.
That's awesome. I was talking to you earlier this evening, and I just had to get this out there. What inspired you to become a model and actress? Just if you could speak on that.
Um, well, I'm basically the fourth generation from my mom's side of the family as a model. My great grandmother was a model, my mother was a model, and my grandmother was a model. So when I was a baby, I was born in Chicago, Illinois, and there was some kind of Gerber commercial going on. Then there was some baby contest, and she wanted me to be in it, and little did I know I won, and I had all this baby clothes and baby food, and I kind of helped my mom out, with all of that. But that's how I started, and on and off through the years, I've modeled, and the perks about being a model is learning to behave like a young lady, and learning to work with a lot of fashion designers that I had the privilege to work in New York City for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And I was very honored to learn everything about fashion. I went to FIT school to learn everything about the fabric and where it comes from, and all of that. So it was nice. And as far as becoming an actress, when I was in New York City, I always wanted to be an actress. I was always very good at plays in my school, and I was never really too shy to get up and dance and say a couple of lines. And most of the time, my teachers would always tell my parents, your daughter's very, very talented. I think that if she wants to do something with acting, you can pursue it. So we did. When I lived in Los Angeles, my father wanted me to do something, and stay out of trouble. So he put me and my brother to also play an accordion. Mm-hmm. And so we were playing accordion, and we did that for a couple of years. So I love classical music as well.
Awesome.
So we did that. But yeah,
mm-hmm.
I just loved anything that has to do with the industry.
That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely see eye to eye on you with you. We were talking about entertainment earlier, and just felt like we were speaking the same language. So when you relocated to Los Angeles, what year was that?
Oh God, I was a child. I think I was about 9 years old. The reason why we moved out of LA to come to Texas was because we lost two beautiful homes in LA, and because of the earthquakes. Back in the early 70s, there was a big earthquake, and it just pretty much destroyed a lot of Los Angeles.
Wow.
And so we got scared, and my mom, didn't want to live there anymore, so we came here because my mom was raised in Texas.
Mm-hmm. That's horrible, yeah.
So that's why. But and then I haven't been back. I want to go back, and I have a lot of amazing friends that are producers, directors, and a lot of actor friends that are out there too. And I'm sure that if I have a couple of projects that is going to lead me to Los Angeles, so hopefully when I get there, I want to go on memory lane and drive around my old neighborhood, see if I can remember everything. Yeah.
And make sure you bring all the Gerber equipment with you, right?
Yes, of course, right?
So, speak on the entertainment opportunity out in Texas. What's that like? Because I have never been there. I've actually drove through there, but I wasn't pursuing my career at that time. But I was always curious about Texas. So if you could just share with everyone what it's like to work out there.
Absolutely. Texas is growing. We have a lot of good talent here, especially in Austin, Texas. There's been a couple of shows that have been filming here in Austin, Texas, like Revolution. There's another one that just barely came out last year called American Crime. That's also being filmed here in Austin, Texas. And I think that it's growing. San Antonio, Texas is also becoming a very big city as far as the film industry is concerned. The only thing about Texas is that we have very low incentives here, and we're trying very hard to try to get those incentives up. So this way, when the film directors have some kind of project, hopefully, they can help us out with the incentives and raise them a little bit more so we can have more work here instead of going to different states. But it's growing. It's growing. And I think pretty soon, with a lot of us, being that so many of us, we have a dream that we want to follow, I think that we can probably pursue that.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I know you weren't able to talk about the film or the project that you're a part of right now because it's, contract and everything, but what can you share with everyone that you've just done? Like, what was it, a show or a movie? If you could talk about that.
The film directors haven't really told us much because I know they want to keep everything a secret, but I can say that it's going to be big. I believe it's going to be nationwide. As a matter of fact, they're still filming a couple of scenes that need to be done, but pretty soon, once it's done, once it's edited and everything, I'm more than sure that they'll probably let everybody know that it's okay to talk about it, and we'll probably be tagged, on Facebook and let everybody know what we've been doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that this is also going to boost my career a little bit more with my acting. So it's been a blessing, meeting everybody. And every time I meet somebody on set, it's like I already have another gig. One of my makeup artists, he does a lot of FX cosmetic, FX makeup, and he does a lot of scary stuff. And I'm just so blessed to meet him because when I was on set doing this thing, he actually told me that he's got a friend that's writing a script, and he needed somebody to probably would be interested. And when he told me about it, it's another scary, I believe, thriller, either film or TV series that he's talking about, but I'm still not too sure what they're talking about or what type of film it is. But I know that this makeup artist has worked with what's his name? He came out in so many movies. Johnny Depp.
Okay.
And he did a lot of makeup work for him, especially on this latest movie that Johnny Depp's working on right now. Mm-hmm. And this guy is based in Boerne, Texas, but he does go out often to LA. So hopefully this next project, if I work with him again, I'm more than sure I'll be going to Los Angeles to meet more people up there.
Awesome. We were talking earlier about like movie sets and your dream location and everything, but what would your dream set be, and what would your dream cast be? Like, who would you absolutely love to work with, and where would you love to film the project, and why? If you could speak on that. Take your time. I know it was a little something, but just take your time to really, really think about it, and just share with everyone.
I think that first of all, I would like to work with you, as I see that you work very hard also doing what I'm doing, And I think that I like the Western. We haven't done any Western movies lately. And I think that if we were to bring an old Western, to make a Western movie, I think it would be awesome. What location? anywhere in Texas, I believe.
Okay.
It
I
would
thought you
be
were to say
nice.
that. Yeah, I'm flattered. I'm
Yeah.
flattered that you said with me. I'm like, I was not expecting that. I thought you were to say like, I don't know, Matthew McConaughey or Charlie Hunnam or Chris Hemsworth, one of those
Hey,
guys.
Matthew McConaughey is from Austin, Texas. You know?
Yeah, yeah, he's from Austin, Texas. So, you know, what can you do?
You can even talk like that Southern accent boy, you know?
I've actually got to work on that a little bit, man, but I'll get there.
You'll get
All
there.
right, all right, all right. That's awesome. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think one of my dream locations would definitely have to be Hawaii. I just when I went there a few years back on vacation for like a week, it was just something about there that just gave me a really warm, welcoming feeling, and it just felt like I was kind of home. But I don't really want to live there.
Oh,
But I've been dying to film there, and that's definitely going to be one of my dream locations to film.
that's nice.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
one thing, I mean, although I know that as an actor or an actress, you know, we have to travel to different states,
Hmm.
one thing that I'm afraid is I'm afraid of flying. I'm always, every time I get on a plane, I always get so nervous and my hands start sweating and I start thinking of the worst, like, you know, what's going to happen if the plane, you know,
Yeah.
starts having any mechanical problems like that. That's what I'm afraid
Yeah,
of. It's
that
kind of
there.
like this
Yeah,
story of
there's.
Buddy Holly.
Yeah, there's one thing when you actually drive and you're in control of what you're doing, as opposed to
Mhm.
like you're just sitting there. Okay, is this guy gonna fall asleep on us, and we're gonna, you know, not make it somewhere? I try. You know, I haven't been on a plane too much, just a few times here and there, but I just try to block that out and just focus on something else. Like I'm not
Yeah.
even in the plane. I'm driving and everything's good. You know. So I think that's the mentality you need to have.
Yeah.
If you could share real quick before I let you go, what do you, other than that other the project you can't really talk about, is there any shoots you have coming up, like any modeling shoots or any other films or television shows, anything of that sort?
Yeah, I have a couple of projects that I'll be working on. I'm still trying to get all the details. As far as modeling, I haven't set up anything yet because I've been so busy filming, and I think that if I have some time to do a shoot, I'll probably say something and start posting. I would love to work with other photographers, that's for sure.
Hmm.
You know, I've been stuck with one photographer here in San Antonio, but I think because he's just does fantastic work. But I would love to work and meet other photographers that I think. And I'm very picky who I work with, so
Sure.
I have to see who's good out there. But yeah, I would love to do some more shoots. Even if I wanted to shoot, the one thing I haven't done yet is to shoot with a male model.
Hmm.
And so if you want to be, one of
Wait, hold on.
Shoot.
I'm at the airport right now. I'm getting in line because I'm flying out to Texas to do the shoot with you. Gotta go. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah, right now. Let's do this. Oh
Let's
yeah,
do
definitely.
this.
We'll keep in touch and try to do a collaboration. And I'd love to visit Texas. And
Yes, I will show you around most definitely.
awesome. One more question, because I know
Yes.
we're on a little limit here. So, from all your experience that you have through film and modeling, what are some of the things you could share to an aspiring actress or a model that really wants to get started in a business? Where would they? What is their first step? Because their dream is to walk that runway. Their dream is to do that awesome pose for the camera. Their dream is to be on the big screen. Everyone has that dream, but a lot of people are afraid to take that first step. What can you recommend them to do? Just if you could
Well,
speak on that.
as a model, especially for the young women out there, lately we've been getting a lot of men that just because they have a camera, they think they're already a professional photographer. And I strongly really, recommend for all you ladies out there, if you want to do this seriously, don't do anything that a photographer wants to tell you to, to take off your clothes or something like that, because there's a lot of, perverts out there, and you just don't know what their intentions are. You know, always, follow your instincts. Make sure that you're always professional. Always be on time. And if you're going to be late, at least have the courtesy call to tell the photographer that you're going to be late. And hopefully that if you're making a career out of it, that you always stay positive and be kind to the other ladies, because I don't think it's nice for other models to hate on each other when we're supposed to be empowering one another. I think that's very important. And as far as actors are concerned, if you really want to pursue an acting career, I think it's very important to follow your dreams. There's a book that I always tell everyone to get. It's called Making Movies by Mr. Lumet. He was a film director that wrote a book years back, and it's everything about making movies and about acting and about even the budget. And it's everything that you want to know about filming.
Laura, can you say the title of the book again?
The title of the book is called Making Movies, and it's by Sidney Lumet.
Gotcha.
Okay,
just so everyone could hear.
Everything. Yeah, it's became one of the New York Times book review, and it's really a good book to make you understand about acting and about making movies and about becoming a film director. It's important. And there's so many books out there too, but this was one of my favorites. I read it over and over to just help me get back on track.
Nowadays where everything's so digital, it's so rare when you see someone actually picking up a book anymore. So for those of you young people out there, like I'm so old. For those of you young people, I'm 27. Now, for all the younger people, that are very active online, you could even YouTube, just kind of like the beginning of where to look for jobs, stuff like that. So basically, Google and YouTube are the two biggest sources you can go to if you really can't stand books. That's just one little friendly thing I could share with you. YouTube and Google, go. Do your research, But if you really want to be professional about it, get that book and go somewhere quiet and focus and read. Don't just scan through the pages and just because you said that, I scanned through it, I looked, yeah, it's cool. You have to understand it because it's important. So,
yes, very much. Very much.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Laura, for joining me here online, and it was great talking to you. What social networks are you on? Are you on Twitter, or just let everyone know where they could find you and contact you? All your contact information.
I'm on Facebook a lot. I have 2 other fan pages that I just created about maybe a month or 2 because I've already reached my limit, 5,000 friends and fans that I have on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And I'm also on Twitter. I don't tweet that much, but I probably should. I'm also on Instagram. I have 2 pages on Instagram as well, so you can follow me there. And I appreciate you taking the time and interviewing me, and also helping me out with promoting myself. And if I can do anything for you, that's what I'm here for. And I want to help everyone as much as I can.
Awesome. It's all a win-win situation, I don't mind helping people out whenever I can. So just how I do things. So. Awesome.
I appreciate that.
All right, Laura. Well, you have a great evening. And any last words you want to close this off with? Any fans out there that you want to say anything to, or?
I think to all my fans out there that have been with me through this journey with my modeling acting career, I love you guys. I have always been fond of every one of you, and I receive so many letters and flowers and just making me feel that I can do this. I would have not done it without you guys. My family, same thing. I'm so grateful that I have family members that believe in me, and I know I'm gonna shoot to the stars, and so I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you all for everything.
Thank you, Laura. It was really great talking to you, and I will see you soon. I'm sure we're going to be doing, quite some projects in the near future, so we'll definitely keep in touch.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay? You have a great night. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. You too. Have
Okay.
a good evening. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.